Hi, I'm Curran Dixon. I'm an athlete here at Kilian Academy, and this is my BJJ journey. Started training BJJ about 2 years ago. It would definitely change my life, but I started a bit before. I took a class at another academy just the one time, but I wasn't able to travel that far. But I was able to find Kilian Academy here about 2 years ago, and this has been my home since. What attracted me at BJJ is just the overall. I've always been kind of attracted to violence, and I've always wanted to know, how do you beat someone bigger than you? How do you beat someone with technique and your brain instead of acting out on emotion? And it was perfect timing. I was 194 pounds. I let myself go, eating a lot of pizzas, and I would stop playing competitive sports. And I work with a guy, Nick Moll, who's also an athlete here at Kilian Academy. And that moment I asked him, said, I hear you do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And he said, yes, come on by. And that's where it changed my life. Kilian Academy is an atmosphere I've never been a part of ever. I've played a lot of sports, I've been a part of different kinds of families that way, but this is definitely one family that has affected me really deep down in my heart. Everybody here is just amazing. Everybody here supports one another. Everybody here is humble. If you walk in with an ego, your ego's now gone, right? And you learn, and you become a part of this family. That's what it's like here. The atmosphere is just so good for your mental health here. Just being here. If you're hurt and you can't train, you still come in, you still watch the techniques just because the atmosphere is way better than anywhere else. It's amazing. I've been a person who I've kind of struggled a bit with mental health, but I've always looked for reasons to pick myself back up again. And this is definitely just that, something that triggers my brain. It's like, I gotta train, it's therapy, I gotta train. And my depression got a little bad because I was 194 pounds, I let myself go, I was not motivated. But man, I started training, started giving my all, got that fire back in my soul, and I ended up losing, I'm 155 pounds right now. So I've lost that weight, I was committed to it, and when I do have a goal, I go for it, and if I want it bad enough, I get it. Ethan was phenomenal. Him and we started around the same time here at Kilian Academy, and he's always trained with the adults. Yeah, he's always been a good influence on all of us, and always sparred with us. If you asked him to spar, he sparred, right? And I thought it would have been a fantastic idea of him being my uke, considering we've been through this journey this whole way. And he's 15 years old, and he's a young, smart, handsome guy, and I was like, if I asked him, and he was a little worried about it at first, but he did such a good job. He was an amazing guy. Thanks, buddy. So Nick Moll is a Terminator. He's built different. He's filled with metal. He's not from this planet. Once I walked out those doors and my first member of the death squad was Nick Moll, I was like, oh. This is how it's gonna go today. He's phenomenal. His jiu-jitsu is phenomenal. He's so athletic. He's strong, very, very strong, and it was an absolute privilege for him to be in my death squad. I loved every minute of it. So my expectation for the demo was that it was going to be very hard. I knew it was going to be very hard. I knew I had to be physically and mentally well prepared for it. But because of the athletes here, they get you well prepared for the blue belt demo, and yeah, I expected it to be very, very hard. Scott, my younger brother, only by a couple of years, but he's still my younger brother. I walk out, I saw Scott, I was hoping I was going to be able to spar my brother. Growing up, wrestling, fighting in the house, and here it meant something. Here we put our skills to the test, but I don't care how tired I was not going to be beaten by my younger brother. He's a wild man. You let that guy off his leash and he's gone. He will tire you out. He's got a gas tank for 5 minutes and more. And I had to be very, very technical with him, because if you're not careful, he'll catch you. And I can't do that in front of my family. So Brad Robinson is another, I don't think he's human either, to be honest. I don't think any of these guys are human. But Brad, he's a constable here in Owen Sound, and I can't tell you enough how happy I was to be able to roll with an officer of Owen Sound. He's a fantastic person. He's taught me a lot of my Kimura game, taught me all the tips and tricks about it. So it was really interesting to see if he was going to pull one off on me or if I was going to pull one off on him, but we both know where that was going to lead to. So no, it was fantastic. Another solid guy, fantastic grip strength, a lot of pressure. He ended up getting me in a little cheeky knee bar. So I had to return it with an arm bar as much as I possibly could. But it was a fantastic roll against Brad. Adam Smart is a heavy punish. He punished me. He absolutely punished me. And A lot of the techniques that he's interested in, a lot of the 10th planet kinds of stuff, he's taught me a lot. You know, the electric chair, the truck. You know, always loved that stuff. He's always been the person to kind of go to when it came to that stuff. But his pressure was something I've never experienced before in my life. I've rolled with him a few times, but I've never felt anything like that before. I think there was one point in the demo where I went to take a breath, and then he dropped his hips right on my stomach, and I think I let out the biggest yelp, like a dying dog. But it was an overall fantastic experience with Adam Smart. He's just so technical and so good, and training with him makes me better.
That wasn't nice.
My role against Coach was amazing as ever, and he had a hurt knee, so I was trying to figure out which knee it was. And but it was to go out, to exit with my white belt, to go into blue belt, and my last person was my coach. It almost made me a little emotional because that means the absolute world to me that I got to roll against my coach before I was promoted. And I ended up getting with that Kimura that I went for. I ended up getting it, but I knew right after that I was going to be punished over and over and over again for the next few minutes. So that humbled me completely, and I'm so proud of my coach. Absolutely proud.
Come on, champ. Come on, champ.
Everybody in this world struggles with things, no matter how deep, dark the hole is. But you find something. It doesn't have to be jiu-jitsu. It could be professional knitting. It could be a walk through a park. It could be video games. It could be whatever. Find your passion, because when you find your passion, it builds and spikes that serotonin in your brain, and it gives you that motivation, that happiness that everybody deserves. But happiness is a choice, and it's up to you to really excel in life. It's up to you and you only. Everybody else around you, the real people, will encourage you through it. I found jiu-jitsu, and it's made me walk taller, it's made me fit, it's made me happier, and it's made me more confident in myself, and confidence is key in anything you do. So anything I pick up, it could be drawing. I'm the worst artist in the world, but if I pick up that pencil, I will do my absolute very best to make a Mona Lisa. kind of a Mona Lisa. Might be a stick figure.